Hello, hello, yo, what's up, guys? Why am I singing?
You suck!
Look, man, I was trying to do some album reviews, and I didn't like how they came off. Sounded very pretentious, like I know my shit. I really don't know my shit. Alright, I'm just a huge fan of music. That's about it. That's as far as my extent of knowledge of music goes. Yes, I played the guitar a little bit when I was in church, but hey, man, that don't mean I'm such a fucking music expert.
Fuck!
I've listened to a couple of albums, right? And you know what? There was an album, like, for example, there was an album called I Can't Rush the Vibe, or Can't Rush the Vibe, whatever you call it, from a rapper named Lil Germany that I've never heard of before. And honestly, I felt like I was reaching. I didn't want to call his shit mediocre, but it was, man. It's trap music. It's trap music all the way, but, you know, it started to feel like around the 10th track, like it was fucking dragging. Honestly, I think he would have benefited more if the guy split that shit up into 2 albums. I think it would have been fine, but it was 20 tracks, and it's like sonically it was just the same fucking shit. I'm like, dude, can you switch it up? Can you switch it up, man? And it kind of reminded me when I was listening to Playboi Carti's first album. I'm just like, dude, your shit doesn't change, man.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
It just came off alright. Alright, lyrically, he's fine. He's fine. It's don't expect J. Cole shit, but he's fine to talk about the streets and all he struggles, and it's great. Just the beats, man, it was just the same shit. Dude, I was like, dude, sample something else. Sample it. I don't know. Drop a beat on it, sample it, just do something. There's another rapper called Darky. Now, I don't know what the history behind that name is, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name. Alright, that sounds racist.
That's racist!
His album's called Does Not Exist, right? It's great. I think this album is great because it's different, alright? He is a rapper. He is a rapper, but he's not just a rapper per se. I mean, to call him a rapper in this album, selling him short. He has 2 songs that's very punk rockish. You know what? Not punk rockish. It's very punk rock. There's no beats behind it. It's fucking punk. So you can tell he's a fan of rock and metal and all that genre. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far as say, if you like Extentacion and all that genre related to his music, this shit's for you, alright? I think he's very good. The only reason I think his album is streamable as fuck because you're just waiting, okay, what's the next song? What was that about? Like, it's such a roller coaster ride. There's a band called, I don't know, Family Bond. Their acronym is FMLYBND. Right? I get the first half, family, right? What's BND? Bondage? Is it bondage? Family bondage? That's kind of kinky, bro. I don't think they'll go that far as say family bondage here. It's an indie rock band, right? It's like Cage the Elephant type music. It's a great listen if you're into indie rock, alright? But if you're not, you're just gonna be like, what the fuck? What kind of corny, happy shit is this? I can see that argument being displayed. It's streamable for that matter only. There's another artist called Aha Gazelle. Yeah, literally, Aha. A-H-A. Aha Gazelle. His album's called 180. It's streamable for the mere fact that it's 17 minutes long. Sonically, I think it's alright. It's hip-hop with R&B elements to it. It's kind of like Party Next Door meets Ty Dolla $ign. I'm not saying he sounds like Ty Dolla $ign, because it's not even a fair comparison. Outside of what Ty Dolla $ign is featured, I've never really sat down and listened to the full album of it. So I can't even say, oh, it's Ty Dolla $ign in a nutshell. That's what I think. Outside of those 4 albums, I watched the Nicky Jam biopic that's on Netflix. I think it's great. The guy who plays Nicky Jam in his earlier days, I think his name is Darkiel. He's actually a reggaeton artist. I've never listened to his music, but I think his performance is fine. As a matter of fact, I go as far as say everyone's performance in the series was great, in my opinion. The guy who plays Daddy Yankee, I think his name's Jose Arroyo. Dude, there was times where I'm like, dude, is that really Daddy Yankee? He's kind of chubby, but I think that's Daddy Yankee, bro. Just the way he talked, his mannerism. I just imagine Daddy Yankee being there. One missed opportunity with that character is towards at the end when
Coronavirus!
You know, when Nicky Jam rises out, like the Phoenix, hence the album title of his. You know, when they squash the beef that they had. I wasn't really aware of, but they had a beef, you know, and I think it was more Nicky's beef than Daddy Yankee. Daddy Yankee's like, you know, he had nothing to beef with. I mean, the guy was Daddy Yankee, my guy.
You know who that? Daddy Yankee.
There was no jealousy in his side. From what I've listened to the Breakfast Club interview and from what I gathered in the series, I think it was more Nicky's beef with him and his drug addiction kind of like warping his mind thinking, oh, Daddy Yankee has something against me. Also, I love the structure of the narrative because it's based around an interview that Nicky Jam is doing. So on one side, you see the performances from the actors and trying to tell the story of Nicky Jam's life. On the other side, it goes back to Nicky Jam talking about how he felt in that moment. You know, when he's talking about his mom, his drug addiction, his dad, the shit they had to go through once he got rid of that drug addiction and rising back to the top again and the top of his game. Talking about his manager, Juan Diego, I think he met in Colombia. And the way he's talking about how Medellin, Colombia, like, basically helped him find himself when he was going through his drug addiction. I recommend y'all watching it. If you're into reggaeton or like the history behind it, this is the first time exploring the history of a reggaeton artist or reggaeton in general. I've always been more of a fan of learning about the history of hip-hop or even rock and some artists that came with it that made it to what it became today. Reggaeton, no. For me, reggaeton has always been surface level. It's like the music. I love the music. I would never go far beyond and study their history and like what's it about and all that. This is as far as what I did. I was trying to watch 13 Reasons Why from like the new season. I couldn't get over the first episode. Alright, all this shit right now is going on in the world. It's too tragic. And last thing I want to see right now, my viewing point, is tragic shit, alright? The guy, Zach, which is the Asian kid, he's already drunk about something, alright? I don't know what it is, but I know some dark shit. I know some sad shit. Alright? I don't know what... Look, man. I don't know what high school was like for everyone. But during my time, yeah, there were some sad moments, my guy, but it was just not to that extreme level of sadness. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's too much. Excuse me. It's too much.
I get it, man. They talk about issues like health, mental health issues. I get it. So you're kind of leaning into that. So I get it. So how was your day? If you want to talk about it, comment down below. It's fine. I'll listen to it. I ain't got shit to do. Also, like and share. Also, subscribe to my channel. I'm actually thinking about doing a channel here. I'm gonna leave the link above here somewhere, and just subscribe. Yeah, man. Take care, and remember, salud and adios.